Hello everyone, welcome back to the videos on securitization. We have been discussing the parties involved in the securitization process. So remember, securitization means it is a conversion of loans or receivables into the form of liquid investments or liquid instruments. Okay, so in yesterday's video, we discussed about the major or the primary parties involved in the securitization process. So today we will continue the discussion regarding the parties, and today we will be discussing about the other parties who are involved in the securitization process, who facilitates the securitization process along with the primary parties. So the primary parties includes the originator, the special purpose vehicle, and third one, the buyers of the securities or the investors. Okay, so let's start today's session. So the other parties who are involved in the securitization process may be facilitating the process of securitization, or they may be helping, or they may be lending a helping hand in the process of securitization. So the first party who facilitates this process, who facilitates in this process is the obligor. So obligor means it is the borrower of the original loan. So recall the discussion on originator. Originator is the person, or he is the initial owner of the asset. For example, take the case of a bank. So in that case, the bank lent loans to some other person. Okay. So for a bank, that loan is an asset. So bank is known as the originator. So in this case, the obligor is the originator's debtor, or the person who originally borrows the loan. So if A is a person who takes loan from a bank, A is considered as the obligor. So obligor is known as the originator's debtor or the borrower of the original loan. Okay. So the amount outstanding from the obligor is the asset transfer to SPV. So if a person A took a loan of rupees 1 lakh from a bank or from any financial institution, that 1 lakh rupees is the asset which is transferred by the originator to the special purpose vehicle. Okay. So that transferring is done for the conversion of that illiquid loan or receivables of Mr. A to another person or to a investor. Okay. So the credit worthiness of obligor is very important in case of securitization. So if the obligor pays back the loan amount, the originator will receive the loan amount and he can use it for his further purposes. So the credit worthiness of obligor is very important in the case of securitization transaction. Okay. So in the case of a, for example, let's say an example, in case of a housing finance company, the customers who have availed home loans are the obligors. Okay, so the person or this housing finance company is considered as the originator, and these customers who availed the home loans are the obligors. Okay. The second, another party who is involved in this process is the credit rating agency. So I hope you have heard about the credit rating agencies, and news about credit rating agencies often appears in televisions and other media platforms. Okay, so credit rating agency is an institution who gives credit rating to a particular person or to a particular organization. So credit rating is, take the example of okay, let's take the students as an example. So for a student like you will be assessed through different examinations or small test, MCQ exams, or any discussions or any other assessment method, through any other assessment methods. Okay. So after this particular assessment or after this particular exam, you will be assigned a grade depending upon your performance in the academics through exams. So you will be given grades like A plus A, B plus B, C, etc. So that is according to your performance in the academic field or academic area. In the same manner, in the case of credit worthiness or credit performance of an organization, a credit rating agency gives a particular rating in the form of A, A plus plus, AA plus, like that. So this credit rating agency also plays a very important role in this securitization process. So we discussed yesterday that the originator's receivables, the originator's asset is being transferred to the SPV, who in turn sells it to the investors. So for an investor, the credit rating of a particular organization or a particular SPV or a particular originator is very important. So if the credit rating is good, only the investor will be willing to invest in that particular security or in that particular investment. So it indicates the issuers or the SPV's capability to make timely payments of principal and interest. Whether the SPV is able to make timely payments of principal and interest to the investors. Okay, so credit rating agency plays a major role in that. They consider the credit risk, income risk, liquid risk, etc. to make a decision upon this. So credit rating agency plays a very important role where the issuers, that means either the SPVs or the originators, capability to pay the interest and principal is assessed. Okay. Third party who is involved is the servicer. So the servicer is a person or servicer is a party who collects the payments, that is in the form of principal as well as interest due from the obligors, and passes it to the SPV. So this servicer, they may be a bank or any financial institution, anyone. So the servicer collect the principal amount and the interest amount from the obligor. Okay, obligor is the person who actually avails the loan. He collects it from them and passes it to the SPV. So usually the originator acts as the servicer in many cases. So it can be different in different cases. So the servicer pursues legal remedies available against defaulting borrowers. So if any borrowers of a loan or any particular receivable default makes a default in payment of interest or principal amount, he pursues certain legal remedies against them. So the servicer thus is also known as the receiving and paying agent. Okay. So understand the meaning or understand the role of each and every party in the securitization, which will help us to clearly understand the process of securitization in the coming videos. The next party involved in securitization is the merchant banker or the investment banker, who is very familiar to you. We discussed about it already in the first module. So here in this case, the merchant banker brings together different persons, that is the originator, credit enhancer, the investor and other partners to a securitization deal. He coordinates everyone, or he brings together everyone. And it is a merchant banker who decides on the timing of the issue, when to issue the securities or when to issue the investments, etc. for the marketing and underwriting purpose. Okay. So we'll talk about the credit enhancer in the next point. So here comes the fifth partner, who is the credit enhancer. So credit enhancer can be a bank or it can be a insurer, like an insurance company, or a surety. Surety means a person who stands like a guarantee for someone, some another person. Okay. So credit enhancer is a party who reduces the risk of default of debtors. So they provide an assurance or reassurance to the investors against the losses on assets, and they will be paid in the event of that means they will be paid in the event of default. So credit enhancer performs their job in the form of insurance or a letter of credit or bank guarantee, etc. Okay. So this credit enhancer is a party who reduces the risk of default of debtors. So if it happens that a debtor makes a default in payment, so this credit enhancer comes like a helping agent or a helping hand. So the last party who is involved in securitization is the agent and the trustees. So these trustees and agents, they look after the interest of investors, or they protect the interest of the investors. They are appointed mainly for that. Okay. So parties and are in accordance with the securitization trust agreement. That means the agent and trustees will oversee that all the parties to the securitization deal perform in accordance with the securitization trust agreement. They are doing according to the agreement which they are ended upon. Okay, so these are the main parties, the primary parties and other parties who are involved in the securitization process. So once you are clear about these parties and their roles and functions, it will be easy for you to understand the process of securitization, of which we will discuss in the next video. Thank you.